Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Narayanam Namaskrityam Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devi Saraswati Vyasam Tato Jayamudiraid Nashtaprayeshu Bhadreshu Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya Bhagavatim Uttama Shloke Bhaktirabhavati Nashtaki. Grandraj Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam ki jai. Reading Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam, 3rd canto, 24th chapter, titled as Renunciation of Kardama Muni, text number 17. Brahmaji has appeared in front of Kardama Muni. Brahmaji is glorifying Kardama Muni as an ideal son, and he has asked Kardama Muni to marry his 9 daughters to 9 great sages. Then Brahmaji is blessing to Kardama Muni, saying that, hey Kardama, now Supreme Personality of Godhead, Lord Shri Krishna, will appear as your son. His name is Kapila Muni. This Kapila Muni is none other than Lord Krishna himself, appearing as the son of Kardama Muni and Devavati. And in the previous shloka, Lord Brahma mentioned that Kapila Muni appeared, Bhagavan Kapil appeared with Avatiranam Swamayaya, because of his own internal potency, because of his own will. We all take the birth because of our karma, but when Lord appears on this planet, it is not because of his karma, but he appears because of his own sweet will. Further, Brahmaji is describing Kapila Muni or Bhagavan Kapila. What will be the description? How will he look like? What he will do? All these activities are predicted by Brahmaji before Kapila Bhagavan appeared. So here the shloka is Jnāna vijñāna yogena karmanam uddharam jataha hiranyakesha padmaksha padmamudra padambuja. So here is the description of Kapila Muni, how he will appear. He will appear with a jnāna and vijñāna. He is very intelligent. Jnāna vijñāna yogena karmanam uddhara jataha. Karmanam uddhara jata. So by knowledge which will be distributed by Kapila Muni, everybody will get free from the reactions of karma in this material world. And further, Hiranyakesha Padmaksha. What is the description? That Kapila Muni will have golden hairs. Hiranyakesha Padmaksha. Padma Mudra Padambujaha. Padma Mudra. There will be markings with the lotus. Padambujaha. On his feet, on his arms, everywhere there is marking of lotus. So whenever the Lord appears, there are special markings on his bodily parts, like hands, feet. So Kapila Dev or Kapila Muni or Kapila Bhagavan, when he appears, he will come with Jnāna vijñāna yogena karmanam uddhara jata hiranyakesha padmaksha padmamudra padambujaha. So Lord will have hiranyakesha and padma mudra, markings of Padma Kamal on his body parts. So translation is, by the mystic yoga and practical application of knowledge, which is jnana and vijñāna. So jnana is knowledge and vijñāna is practical application of the knowledge, which is coming from Kapila Muni, who will have golden hair, eyes just like lotus petals, and his feet just like lotus, and there will be markings of lotus flowers. This jnana and vijñāna by Kapila Muni will uproot the deep-rooted desires for material sense gratification in this world. So purport Srila Prabhupada is explaining. In this verse, the activities and bodily features of Kapila Muni are very nicely described. The activities of Kapila Muni are forecast herein. So what will Kapila Muni do is mentioned by Brahmaji even before Kapila Muni appeared. So what he will do? So jñāna vijñāna yogena karmanam uddhara jata. He will present the philosophy of jñāna and vijñāna, which is the Sankhya philosophy. Sankhya philosophy is analytical study of body, mind, buddhi and soul, which is presented by Lord Krishna in second chapter of Bhagavad Gita. That is the same philosophy, Kapila Muni. And Kapila Muni also gives knowledge about bhakti. So this jnana vijñāna yogena. So by studying this philosophy, people will be able to uproot the deep-rooted desire for karma, fruitive activities or material activities. So if we read the instructions by Kapila Muni, our bhakti becomes firmly fixed. So the chapter number 25 is all instructions by Kapila Muni, where he gives the instruction about Sankhya Yoga and information about pure bhakti. Everyone in this material world is engaged in achieving fruits of his labor. A man tries to be happy by achieving the fruits of his action. But actually, he becomes more and more entangled. One cannot get out of this entanglement unless he has perfect knowledge about bhakti or devotional service. So, that knowledge by which one can be freed from repeated cycle of birth and death is given by Kapila Muni, which is nothing but bhakti actually, the knowledge of bhakti. So with the knowledge of Sankhya Yoga, one develops love for Krishna, which is called bhakti. Because when one knows that one is beyond this body, then one thinks about the soul. And the soul becomes peaceful only when it is united with Super Soul, Paramatma. So that information is given by Kapila Muni. Those who are trying to get out of material entanglement by speculation are also doing their best. But in the Vedic scripture, we find that if one has taken the devotional service of the Lord in Krishna consciousness, he can very easily uproot the deep-rooted desire for material activities. So, if we follow the instructions of Kapila, they follow the instructions of Lord Krishna in Bhagavad Gita, then our path for getting out of this repeated cycle of birth and death becomes very quick, easy. Sankhya philosophy will be broadcasted by Kapila Muni for that purpose. His bodily features are described herein. Jnana does not refer to ordinary material research work. Jnana means knowledge which is received from Vedic scriptures like Bhagavad Gita and Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam from spiritual master who is in the disciplic succession. In the modern age, people have tendency to do research by mental speculation. They'll say, this is like that, this is like that. And this is all mental concoction because somebody who proposes a theory now will become absolute, will of no use after some days. And then somebody new will come and propose a theory. But whatever the knowledge mentioned in Vedas is eternal, it never changes. Man who speculates forgets that he himself is subject to 4 defects. What are those 4 defects? 4 defects of human are there in everybody. And what are those? So one is sure to commit mistakes. We all commit mistake, right? So we are not perfect. Second, our senses are imperfect. What eyes can see, what ears can hear is very limited. We cannot see beyond certain range, and we cannot hear after particular frequency or below particular frequency. So our senses are imperfect. Then we all get illusioned. Illusion means something appears as true which is not true, like Mruga Jala or mirage. And the fourth defect for all is cheating tendency. Everybody cheats each other. So because of this fourth defect, no matter how hard we try to acquire the knowledge, our knowledge will be incomplete because we are trying to know something by incomplete medium, which is not possible. If your tools are incomplete, you cannot do the task properly. Similarly, one cannot get the knowledge about self, about super selves, about Paramatma, super soul, without getting help from Vedas, because Vedas are complete by themselves. Unless one is perfect, one has perfect knowledge from disciplic succession, he simply puts forth some theories of his mental concoction. Therefore, he is cheating the people. Jnana means knowledge receiving through disciplic succession from the scriptures, and vijñāna means practical application of knowledge, which is bhakti. Actually, unless and until all the knowledge culminates into devotional service of Lord Shri Krishna, all the knowledge is useless. Shrama eva hi kevalam. That is a shloka from Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam where it says that Save pumsha paro dharmo yatho bhakti adakshate ahetuke pratiyata yayatmasu prasidati. Ultimate purpose of all the activities is to surrender to Lord Shri Krishna. So Kapila Muni's Sankhya system of philosophy is based upon this jñāna, vijñāna, yogena. Actually, Śrīmad-Bhāgavad also has jñāna, vijñāna yoga. There is a chapter, I think chapter number 7 is the jñāna, vijñāna yoga. So ultimate purpose of all the knowledge is to know that everything is coming from Lord Krishna. Krishna is the source of everything, and hence we have to worship Lord Krishna. So here in this shloka, Lord Brahma is describing he is predicting the appearance of Kapila Muni. Jnana vijñāna yogena karmanam uddhara hiranyakesha padmaksha padmamudra padambujam. So now Kapila Muni will appear, and the description is here. So we'll study more about Kapila Muni in coming few chapters. Vedra Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Gaura Prema.